Say one bag of gold medal pan me now. Red stripe alone champion boy go. Pan up pour them a singing and tento. Red stripe, watcha. Man shall I be the forward boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal winner run from boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy now.
The Red Stripe Premier League for champions only.
One last question. We've seen all season, especially the last few games, that they can't right on it off. They'll be trailing and they roll right back and come back. They did it again last night. How do you ensure that if your team gets the advantage, they don't
nothing else based on the memory card.
As I just said, people win and lose games in the split of a seconds in football games, so you have to concentrate throughout the entire game and focus at the job at hand.
Thank you.
Alright, now to Harbourview's captain Nicholas Beckett, who plays midfield, has stepped in defense as well, however has been on score sheet in recent weeks as needed. As I said to coach earlier, and coach replied, clean sheet and defense wins games. However, after such efforts in defending, are you at all concerned about the team not being able to score at will per se?
You always be concerned when you're not scoring goals, because I mean, goals win games, you know what I mean? And we're not only putting the pressure on our strikers, a goal can come from a defender as well, or a midfielder. So working on it in training. Midfielders, defenders, whether the set pieces are working from the goal, you know, it's work in progress.
Alright, some of our media partners, including some of us here, went to the Harbourview camps a few times this season. Round one, we saw the work in progress literally. However, just a month ago, we saw a team that was filled with vibes, as they say, and somewhat of a brotherhood, a brothership that is so unique. What attributes to Harbourview's team vibe, which results in a 3-match win streak now? What's the cause behind all of that?
We definitely see that we have a chance at winning the title. You know what I mean? And when there's a good vibe within a team, it brings out good football as well. You know what I mean? So we always try to keep that good vibe going in order to play some good football.
Yeah, thank you. Spoke to coach about the set pieces. Your Harbourview is #1. You produced one 2 days ago. Your role, not just captain, but from the Deadwood situation. How do you see your role now, helping Harbourview to get over the line into the playoff football?
Whether it be dead balls or run a play, I always try to put myself in position to put it away whenever the chance presents itself. But overall, the team has been working on our goal scoring area of the game. So it's work in progress, as I said before.
A matchup against Anagan is always something special at the company. Always. First day of the season, last day of the season is always special. How much are you looking forward to this particular matchup?
As I say, it's always a tough game, and it always brings the A game against our team. It's just for us to remain focused, you know what I mean, and carry out our functions efficiently. So you can expect a good game on Sunday against Anagan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Fifth position, so everybody below you has to have a positive result. You approach the game, do you play to win or play not to lose?
I think it's a bit of both. You know what I mean? You have to try to keep clean sheets, as Coach said earlier. You know what I mean? At the same time, we need to win. You know what I mean? To secure ourselves in the playoff. You know what I mean? So we definitely have to strike a balance here, that is going to say.
Cool.
Alright, Garfield can continue with Beckett and Gordon's opposing team, starting with Coach Jerome Waite of Arnie.
We spend much time on the team itself, the fact that the director of schools has given a lot of my time and I don't have much time to spend. I can recall spending probably 2 or 3 weeks with the club itself. Probably my first students and advice from that standpoint, but the actual work itself due to the evolution, I'm not really involved in the day-to-day operations.
Alright. Thanks. We have 2 questions from Dwayne or
No, not for the coach. Not for the coach.
Alright, cool. Anel, the team is ready. Maximum 6 points at stake. However, the destiny, the control is not in the players or the coaching staff's possession at the time. How do you condition your mind to approach Cavalier in your last match, knowing that it's not all up to you?
It's not the last match.
No, Cavalier as well as the last match to come. How do you approach it, knowing that it's not all up to you in terms of playoff aspirations?
The manager always encourages us to just keep focused, try fish on an eye. As they say, this thing our hand, not really, but all I have to do is just go there and play some football, sit down and push it on there.
Excellent. We'll segue to his opposing player who is here on the podium with us, Dave Mitchell of Cavalier SC. David, good start, round 1, fair, round 2, round 3, not so much of Cavalier style, as well as hoped table position. What do you think caused your team to somewhat slip or lose form in 6th, yet not where you projected to be?
I think we've stuck to the plan and our identity as a team, but games won't always go your way, and it wouldn't be on and off. You have sometimes we have streaks of bad games, and I think that's just the position we've been in. But we've been doing a lot of work to get out of that, and I think we've worked out with that. That bad series, and we're going to be back on to winning ways.
You are one of the players who have displayed commitment as far as cutting your locks, because it was impairing your mobility in the midfield and I guess somewhat in the area as a goalkeeper. How focused are yourself and the entire team in making the playoffs, and from a team that's recently in the league less than 3 seasons now, actually pushing to be contenders to lift the RSPL title?
Well, we came back in 2012 and only left 2 years ago and came back immediately, so we have some experience. But as it relates to being focused, we're an extremely focused team because you have young, hungry players who are ready to prove themselves and are eager to do that. So we're extremely focused right now.
All right, questions from the floor for David?
Yeah, when the team was doing really well, just about everybody that I interviewed at the club said, yes, we can win the Premier League. You haven't won a game in 6 games. What's the confidence like in the camp right now?
It's still just as high on our prospects to win the league. It's just that we understand that you can still play attractive, attacking, possessive football and not get good results. So it's just us to maintain our focus and believe in ourselves, and we've been doing a good job to keep us up. So we're still confident.
2 games to go and everything still hangs in the balance. There are people breathing down your neck. How do you guarantee a result against Reno?
You cannot guarantee anything in life. You just have to stick to your game plan and do the best that you can on the day. And that's what we're going to do come Sunday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Chad Cunningham's here, GM for Cavalier. I'll start with an indirect quote from Siobhan Marsh a few press conferences ago, saying that the team would love to, despite having a good core, bolster their squad with certain possible relegated players. And no playoff is the focus. The playoffs is the focus. However, are you seeing any spots where Cavaliers could improve in the off season? Just to jump the gun a bit.
Oh well, yeah, we're definitely not going to look that far. The most important thing for us now is Reno tomorrow. Holes in the squad, so to speak. We're happy with the squad that we have now and the players that we have now, and the young players that we're also giving the time and experience to for the future. And so we're not looking past tomorrow.
Thank you. But in terms of the young core you spoke of, how focused are they, and can they be led without being distracted or derailed from the task at hand, with a possible need for more experience among those young players?
I think they've done a good job so far. Whenever we've given them minutes, they've stepped up to the task at hand. You know, the blip in form, you know, can be attributed to, you know, a rush of different injuries and a couple national call-ups and things like that. So we're working around it. We maybe don't have the depth that some of the teams have, but we certainly are happy to utilize youngsters when it comes on to squad needs.
A lot of people don't remember that you returned to the league this season because you've been doing so well. And you got into a position where it looked almost certain. Now it's gotten dicey. If you don't make the playoffs, would you consider the season a failure?
All right, firstly, we're pretty confident that we are going to make the playoffs and we are going to do well once we get into the playoffs. A lot of what is happening now is internal, right? It's for us to sort out our fears and get our playing well and back again. So, you know, a number of people are getting, have gotten healthy now and are starting again, and those are going to make up the core of the push going forward. So starting tomorrow, we're looking to, you know, get back on track with executing how we like to execute in all phases of the game. And so, yeah, we're pretty confident that it all will go well.
You're going to play a little game Sunday, I keep saying tomorrow.
Yes, Sunday.
Is that nerves?
No, I think it's
yeah, I think it's nerves.
Oh, yeah?
Rena still has a lot to play for, and they're going to be coming hard. How do you counter what it is that they're throwing at you? Because they still have a mathematical chance, and they know that if the top 3 teams win, that helps them.
Well, that's for the coaching staff to sort out. I can't speak to how we're going to counter Rena and how we're going to derail their efforts or anything like that. But we're pretty confident that once we execute anything tactically, that we have the players to do so.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, two more from ESPN.
Dwayne just alluded to the fact that you seem nervous.
Oh, do I?
Yes. Do you turn up at the training session and apply any form of pressure to coaches and players?
No. That is not my role. My role is more administrative and marketing and stuff like that. But tactically, they're in good hands.
In terms of a question that Kino asked earlier, the depth of Cavalier, we know that the national team is looking at a lot of players, so at times they may be off with the national team. Do you have plans to widen your pool? Do you have plans, that's part of the question, do you plan to look outside of the youth focus that you have been doing over the years?
No, we're pretty committed to youth. We think that that's how you develop a team and you develop a squad. And we think that, you know, going forward, that's where we should be looking for our squad needs.
All right, thank you very much. So we've had Anel Burrell, a player for FC Reno, with his technical director, Wendell Downswell. They will be traveling to Cavalier. Just checking the exact.
The game is at Arnett.
The
game is at Arnett.
So it's confirmed 100% at Arnett, guys, not Stadium East. Coach Wade. So that's Cavalier versus FC Reno at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex Sunday, not Saturday, at 4 p.m. I'd like to thank GM of Cavalier, Mr. Chad Cunningham, with his midfielder, David Mitchell. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Also on Sunday, we'll have Sanders.
You are in a tricky situation. Maximum 46 points you're able to get. How do you motivate these guys to earn 40 if you win 2 games on 46? How comfortable are you with the position that Cumberland is in? 1, 2, how do you motivate them to get these 6 points?
Good morning. It's a tough spot to be in, but in terms of where we're coming from, you know, at one point we were fighting to stay in the league, and now we're fighting to go in the top 6, you know, so that's a plus. Motivation is always hard, especially for a team that, you know, for the past 3 years played in the semifinals, you know. But we have a good bunch of professionals, you know. We have a the set of young players that we have are players who want to aspire to trade abroad, that want to play for the national team. So that is always a bonus for them. And when you see a reggae boy call up and there's not a Humberland player in it, you know something is wrong. So that is always, you can always use that to motivate players. But it's a tough task, but at the same time, the only thing we can do is get maximum 6 and hope for the best from that.
Alright, you said you were fighting off relegation at one stage. If you do not make the top 6, would you still consider it a good season based off where you were, or would you consider it a failure that you did not make it to top 6?
It's a failure for me. I always aim for the best, but failure in terms of making to the playoff, yes, because everybody wants to make the playoff. But in terms of building, the club in the direction that I really want to put it, if I will be given the chance, getting more young players to mix with, experienced players who want to play in the league, players who still think that they have something to football, to offer to football. But so in terms of that, it's a comfortable season for building, but in terms of a playoff spot, you'll be disappointed to make to the playoff as usual.
Alright, you got this team late, but you have done an excellent job with them so far. Say you get a full season with them, do you think you can find yourself in a higher part of the table come this time of the season next year?
Definitely. With the type of players that we have now and players that I want to bring the club in terms of young, athletic players who hungry to play football, definitely we're going to be a force to reckon with in the near future.
So you're not jumping ship, we'll see at Humberland next year?
That is not my take, we have a president who decides what he wants to do when he wants to lead his club. But if I'm given the chance, definitely I will do well.
Continue, Ben.
Coach, I've been listening to what you're saying and what you're not saying. The hunger. You suggest that some of the players are not as hungry as they need them to be. Is that, you would say, the reason why it is that you are where you are now? And maybe a little bit more time would have helped you?
Definitely. I got the team with, after almost 2 rounds, I think it was 11 points. That's a terrible start. Also when you have a lot of players that are over that 30 mark, that even though they are hungry to play locally, but you need players who are trying to push themselves as hard as they can to play international football. When you have at least 50 or 60% of your team doing that, not just playing to have a local salary, it's different. And that is always my take on clubs who always have players that I think are over the hill. So that is one part that I will definitely put a mark on if I will be there next season.
Okay, thank you very much.
Alright. Ricardo, goals win matches, and as it is now, your team has scored 33 this season. First of all, are you happy with your current results, your output as it is this season? And can your team score enough goals, ensure that they get the 6 points, which will help your team dramatically to not guarantee, but put yourselves in a position that only Humberland could to possibly be in the top 6 for the playoffs?
Yeah, most definitely. I try to help my team to stay focused, work hard in training, put the negative thoughts behind, and see if we can get some goals and think positive.
2 top opponents in Montego Bay United, but first Waterhouse FC. Does this dim or lower the spirits of the team in terms of getting the maximum 6 points, or are the Humberland squad just going out there gunning, hoping to get maximum 6?
We're going to work hard in training, stay focused, as Coach Lloyd always tells us that think positive, be positive, and positive will happen.
Alright, thanks. Questions from Dwayne?
What is the source of motivation now for the team? It's out of your hands. but it's still mathematically possible. What do you guys do for yourselves? Because when the coach don't coach, it's up to you. What do you guys use to get 3 points on Sunday?
Just the love for each other, the togetherness and help of each other on the field.
Okay, thanks.
All right, closing off with one final question from Shani Kunchi, Sportsman.
Okay, the last time you guys played Waterhouse, it was a 0-0 draw. Of course, you know that goes with matches. But what specifically do you have to do tactically, other than yes, scoring a goal, to ensure a win on Sunday? Anyone?
When you play against Adam and Duki, you know that the team's going to be very tactical in terms of organization defensively. But the thing about games like this is that small chance, that match-winning chance, you have to just basically try your best to push it away. The last time we played against them, we created a number of chances, but we just didn't get the score. You know, but that was at home. You know, with Waterhouse being so good over the past games, and we are somewhere there. You know, it's going to be a tough game. You know, it's a both teams need 3 points. You know, Waterhouse need 3 points to secure themselves, and we need 3 points in order to have a chance. So it's going to be a tough one. So it's going to boil down to that, you know, that small margin of error. You know, that whatever team is on the receiving end of that, you know, will be victorious. I don't see this game in a draw though.
All right, so goals somewhat guaranteed from both camps, both hardworking camps. That is Maron Gordon, coach of Humberland, with attacking midfielder winger forward Ricardo Dennis. Thank you very much, sir. Humberland sitting 9th dramatically. Give us, without giving away too much of your tactics or strategy, what attributed to the positive upward movement of Waterhouse's form?
Good morning, everyone. The players started to react. We have been working hard. We have been growing in strength, and as I said before in the press conference, it's a work in progress. And our players to understand what they want to achieve.
It has been quite stellar. In the last 5 matches, 4 wins, and before that a draw. The best streak in the league. And they seem to be having fun with it. Some proper, prolific goal scoring, as well as stellar defending, even with some 3-0 leads and so on. The change is seen on the pitch, but give us an idea of how the players themselves have shown that they've taken this control in the locker room as well as off the field and other interactions you may have observed.
We've been living like literally a family, so to speak. So from time to time, especially like senior players and players like Sims who apply the trade overseas, you know. So I'm giving the youngsters encouragement, and from time to time we just live and get together like a family. So that has been working quite well.
Questions from the floor for Coach Morgan? Start with Dietrich.
Coach, Sunday's a very big game for Waterhouse Hill. A win seals your fate in the top 6. You're sure that you'll be playing in player football. But you come up against a Humberland team that desperately needs 3 points. Waterhouse has shown a lot of resilience. Can you maintain that on Sunday? Is there any worries that you think you have coming up against Humberland this Sunday?
No, not really. The approach going forward to this game is basically the same as the last. So, you know, Lions coming needing to win, but we also know what we are up against. So the approach is nothing different, nothing has changed. So the players just have to stick to the tactical part of the game.
The fan base at Waterhouse is an intense fan base. I've been to a lot of games in the season, and you've heard the tone of the fans change. How good is it for the team, do you think, to now have the fans supporting them the way that they are doing and the way they should have in previous weeks?
Well, it's great. It's a positive. It's always a plus when you have a great fan base like Waterhouse in any competition. It's always a plus. So the fans is our advantage, so to speak, at times.
Alright, we'll continue with Keith Simpson. You never want to count the chickens before the egg hatches. However, a comfortable position in the table at 4th, 47 points, similar with Tivoli. That's 2 points shy of our first round bye. 49 points earned it. That's what they are sitting on. First round qualification. How important is that to Waterhouse, and has there been any talks of getting that second position to get some rest and a first round bye?
Thursday. Morning, everyone. Well, what we discuss as a team is between the team. So I can't say that much, but definitely we have set goals as a team and we are working hard to achieve them.
You're seen as one of the, as a Jamaican term may say, one of the young veterans, international experience, yet settled within Waterhouse. You have some youngsters coming from the high school ranks and so on, yet you have captains like Jermaine Stewart and Nick Henderson. How have you been able to work with the senior players as well as motivate the young players to have this 4-game win streak as well as keep the eye on the prize of playoffs and the title in focus?
Well, I have to commend my teammates, firstly, it was easy, because everybody is focused and everyone has one goal. So when you have a team that has one focus and is looking forward together to achieve whatever is set out, things are always easy, especially when you're working hard. So definitely, the crop of guys that I'm playing amongst are amazing guys, with football. So a great thing.
All right, the floor.
You used the word easy about 3 times. 3 months ago it wasn't easy. 3 months ago it was really, really difficult. And it wasn't, Waterhouse wasn't in the position that you are in now. And certainly won't be easy to win the title as well. What are some of the key things that you think this team needs to ensure that you get into the playoffs and really make a strong challenge for the Premier League title?
Well, the key things are already there, focus, hard work, and we have an excellent staff that come out daily with us, drill us hard to make sure we're always on point, keep us focused, so definitely I think we have everything that we need, and it's just up to us that on the day we just go out there and do what we need to do.
Thank you very much.
Keithy, how difficult or how easy has it been to adjust to the playing side of Waterhouse? Coming from your stint in the Maldives and TNT, how easy or how difficult was it to adjust to the play of Waterhouse?
Well, everybody knows the Waterhouse fans are, especially. So, as a footballer, wherever you go to play, you're going to play football. So let nothing distract you. So I came and I went to Waterhouse to play football. So whatever the coaches asked me to do in the team, a team concept, I'll go out there on the day and do it. That's just it.
About a month ago, I interviewed and you said your plan is to get back into the Reggae Boys senior team. Have you set a timeline for that?
No, there is no timeline. I'm just continuously working hard, and whenever the coaches call on me, I'm available.
Alright, we'll ask Garfield to continue with Keithy and Aquino's opponents for this weekend. They face Boys Hall next week, but this is their last regular season home match. And they will welcome Marion Gordon and Humberline. So that's Garfield to continue with. Coach, televised game, your players are well mixed. I see experience, I see youth, I see some from the school level. The coaching staff mixed as well. You have international experience, clearly and hugely documented. However, the form, not so bad. You have won your last 3 games. Is it What attributed for the current run of form within all of your last 3 matches? This is the most difficult time of the season to actually go on a winning streak.
If this is where peaking puts us, I think it's the right time to peak. We are growing in confidence. I think the players start to understand the system a little bit better. We are continuing to improve each week, and we are continuing to grow together as a team, and I think we are gelling at the perfect time.
It's a bit of, in terms of the goals department, it's a bittersweet reality. 22 goals allowed, but only 22 goals scored. That's the least in each of the top 8 teams in the RSPL. Clearly happy with the clean sheets received as well as the defensive efforts. However, goal scoring has been an issue since round 1. Is it a problem, or is it a non-factor in terms of the Harrowville style of football you'll be hoping to play in the playoffs?
Well, to be where we're at now, I don't see it being a problem. We want to continue to keep clean sheets, because clean sheet do win games, but on the other side, we have to score goals to win games also. So we have to focus a little bit more on that in training, and we are working on it.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll start with Rafi.
Rough 2 weeks ahead. Last 2 matches you played number 1 and number 2. I'm sure you'd have preferred to play Boystown and Sandals at this stage, but how do you get the guys focused and worked up to play the first and second team to get those 6 points? Because you need those 6 points.
I mean, preparation is key. We have to prepare ourselves mentally and physically. And on the day, we just have to go out there and ask them to give the best of themselves. And I think once they give the best of themselves, God's will, that will be good enough.
What's the mood like in the camp, like training session? What's the mood like?
Well, the mood is upbeat. The players are enthused, and we are looking forward to these 2 games. And as I said, we just have to treat each game as it comes. We have to treat both games as a finals, and that's the mentality we have to approach the games in.
Nervous, confident?
Well, as I said, we're growing in confidence. We have belief in each other. We have belief in our individual talents, and as I said before, we just have to go out there on the field and just ask the lads to give up the best of themselves, and God's will, that will be good enough to keep us in the playoff.
Coach, a few weeks ago you were looking up the table and saying, boy, we're not quite there yet. But what you've done now is to put yourself in a position where you control your own destiny. Must be pleasing. Played in another competition a couple of days ago. You got 2 goals from set pieces. Is that part of what it is that you've been working on that has been able to get you where you are right now?
Yeah, of course. Set pieces has always been a part of football. People lose and win games from set pieces. So we have to be defensive sound, and we just have to execute on the other end. And as I said, the clean sheet is very important. So in games, people lose and win games in seconds. So at the end of the day, we have to be switch on throughout the time.
You rested some players this week. We'll bring them back, no doubt, for this game on Sunday. It's a very important game against the defending champions. Do you have any injury concerns? Are you good to go on Sunday?
Well, we are struggling with Kemar Bennett. We got injured. We injured his ankle in training. I'm not sure if he will be available, but I think we have enough depth.
Can't win $1 million. You're already in the playoff. What is Arnett's motivation for these last 2 games of the season?
All right, President, good morning. You know, I'm a bit hoarse from last night. The thing is, we still have 2 more games, and Harborview is a competent team. They have, find their form, so it's not a situation where it will be a walkover. So we expect a good game, but the objective is to ensure that we get as much points from the 2 games to secure the second spot.
Do you, coming from the CONCACAF, couple of players have been carrying little niggles. Do you rest anybody knowing that you're already in the playoff? Do you rest anybody going forward?
From we are back in the island, the strongest team have not played in the game, because injuries becomes a factor. And we will continue to ensure that those players are fully ready for the big encounter when it comes.
Alright, so we know over the last couple of weeks there have been off the field incidents. Has the team put that behind them now and just fully focused on winning the Premier League?
Well, it is behind us, and it's always a work in progress. So we still have a lot of work to do, and the objective is to get back, the team back where they're at as we start the season.
All right, one question before Coach said it's behind us. That means that there's an agreement met and reached between players and administration, or it's just last week's news?
It is my duty as the coach to ensure that I focus on the team at hand and do what is best to ensure that they continue to do what is expected.
Thanks for that info, Coach. Dwayne?
Coach, on Monday, he played against Portmore United. He led, and they led, and then he drew 2-2. It shows that this Arnott Gardens team, as you pointed out, is here to defend their title. How do you get them to stay so focused when other teams seem to follow? You're able to stay focused and grind out a result, despite all of the distractions. How is it that you're able to do that?
When you check the statistic this season, it's only 2 teams that have scored more than 50 goals. And they are pretty much consistent right throughout. As for other teams, they are struggling in that department. So, leading Arnott Garden, it doesn't mean that we will not get back. And it narrows down to how many opportunities we continuously being created, and is how many we're going to score from them. So this is something that you always work at and hope that the players can always apply themselves, not only tactically, but efficiently in front of them.
How much do your players pay attention to the stats? I realize that you do. You use it a lot. How much motivation does it provide to the players when they know what their stats are and the performances that they give off in each game?
It's a coach duty to single out individual, different from regular team talk, to let them understand. But the statistic is what shows you your team when it comes down to nitty-gritty. Who will perform, who will give you what you need to do, and who will always win games.
Okay, thank you very much.
Not quite a game-winning performance, however, a brace from a player who quoted just days before that he's not a prolific scorer. 2 very good goals from Mr. Marvin Morgan on Monday night versus Portmore United. Marvin, coach just boasted some numbers just now, ensuring that we who already saw it knew that Arnott is a goal-scoring team, despite Harborview's prolific and #1 defense in the league. What's Arnott's plan against Harborview this Sunday?
Good day, everyone. As I said in previous conferences, that we have nothing new to show to Harborview and to prove to anyone in the league, because we have been playing against them for like 4 seasons. We just have to embrace what the coach always wanted us to do on the field, and after that, I don't see us having any problems winning the game.
All right, Dwayne.
Marvin, are you picking on Portmore, sir? Every time. But anyway, 2 very good goals. Congratulations on those goals. I was very impressed with, especially the first one. It's not an easy task to keep it down like that. But this match now is Harborview. You enjoy scoring over there as well. But you're coming up against a tight defense and a team that needs these 3 points. How do you break them down?
Well, I said before, with Arnott, it takes individual and collective effort. In this game, Harborview, as the coach says, a very competent team. History has proven it. And at the compound, at the Harborview Stadium, I think it will take more than team effort. I think it will take the coaches this information to pass on correctly. And so we're going to need our substitute as well, because in the Jackie Bell, we have used a number of players. So I think it's going to take everyone to win this game.
Okay, thanks.
Marvin, coming up against a team that has only conceded 22 goals, they show that they're doing something right defensively. On the other hand, Arnett scoring 53 goals, they show that you guys are doing something offensively. It's not a must-win game. What is your approach? What is Arnett's approach? And I will ask Jerry, I ask you, what is Arnett's approach going into this game? Do you still see the full flow in attacking Arnett, or you're good with just playing competent, compact football?
Well, we approach every game wanting to win, because I think the coach wanted that as well. So this game, I think we're gonna have a full-fledged team, to win the game, because few of us rested midweek. So yeah, we're gonna come out to win the game definitely.
Just a last question. Surely the first round bye is the #1 goal on the board in the locker room there at Tony Spalding. How important will 1 week's rest, which could result in about 13 days rest, barring training, be helpful to retaining your title?
It's immensely important, trust me, because as you know, we struggle with issues. So if we can get 1 week off, to get the guys focused, trust me, it is definitely needed.
And off the field issues are behind you and the players?
Well, as the coach alluded to it, we try to keep what is with the team, so yeah.
Alright, thanks much. The leader doesn't like to pressure the coaches and the players, but we have to do due diligence to and this is the platform to do so. This has been the Red Stripe Premier League press conference presented by the Premier League Sports Association. The team is here every Thursday and Friday. This isn't the last one of the regular season. There'll be
one bag of gold medal pan me no. Red Stripe alone champion boy go. Pan a pour them a singing anthem to. Red Stripe, watch out. Man shall I make a forward boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal winner run from boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy now.
The Red Stripe Premier League for champions only.